Hi everyone, the NASA mission Dawn has finally arrived at the minor planet Ceres. The bones of one of the first human beings may have been found in Ethiopia. The Norwegian seed bank has accepted its first forest tree seeds. This is your weekly science news with me, the UKAstroNut. So NASA mission Dawn has finally arrived at the minor planet Ceres, and this is the first time that a satellite has ever visited a minor planet. Now, it's taken Dawn 8 years to get to Ceres, but it did visit another minor planet along the way, a minor planet called Vesta. Now, Ceres and Vesta both lie in the asteroid belt. This is sort of a giant ring of asteroids that lie between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Now, along the way, Dawn's been taking lots of photos of Ceres and been finding lots of really interesting things. It's been taking a lot better photos than we've ever had before. We can see a lot of craters on the surface that are from asteroids colliding with Ceres. And one of the really interesting things a lot of people have been talking about is on the photos a couple of really bright spots that you can see. And scientists have been puzzled as to what these bright spots can be, but actually we think there's probably a kind of water geyser coming off the surface of Ceres, but we're not really sure. But Dawn's going to be studying Ceres for around the next year, and it arrives only at Ceres on Friday. So it has a year now of studying it. It's going to study the surface of Ceres and also the composition of it, so we can learn a lot more about it. A jawbone has been found in Ethiopia which may have belonged to one of the first human beings. It dates back to around 2.8 million years ago, which is around 400,000 years earlier than we thought humans first existed. The really interesting thing is in the same area of Ethiopia a few years ago we found the remains of a human primate, nicknamed Lucy. So we think the evolution between the human primate and humans must have happened somewhere between these 2.8 million years ago and 3.2 million years ago. And this is some point where humans first ascended down from trees and we started creating shelters down on the surface, down on the ground. And this is a really key element in human evolution. So we think that this jawbone may have come from one of the first human beings ever. So the Norwegian doomsday seed bank has accepted its first seeds from forest trees before. If you haven't heard of the doomsday seed bank before, it's a large collection of lots of different types of seed, so that we can have them as a backup in case any kind of accident occurs and we need to restore different plants and vegetation, but also it allows us to be able to study these seeds. And specifically with these forest trees, what we'll be able to do is to look at the seeds now and in hundreds of years' time and see how genetically these trees have changed. So the seed bank contains around 750,000 unique seeds at the moment. It has a capacity of around 4.5 million seeds. There's a long way to go to get all the different types of plants and crops filled in the seeds so we can preserve them for many generations to come. So that was your weekly science news. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of my videos, like my channel, leave some comments at the bottom of the video if you have any comments on the news or any feedback or anything like that. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, you can check me out on Twitter at UKAstroNut. But otherwise, thanks very much for watching and I'll see you all soon. We know a lot about the planets in our solar system, but the minor planet Ceres is still relatively unexplored and unknown. Lying in the asteroid belt between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, Ceres is one of the least famous bodies in our solar system. But the up-and-coming NASA mission Dawn has found evidence that Ceres could be one of the most interesting and incredible bodies in our solar system. But what has Dawn found on Ceres that makes it so intriguing?